going on, guys? So it doesn't seem like a day can go by without some juicy DC news hitting the internet. Today is no different, and our news comes from fellow nerd himself, Kevin Smith. I'm still sick. That juicy news is that the DC TV verse and the DC movie verse might cross over in a multiverse situation. If you guys didn't see the DC Films Presents The Dawn of the Justice League special, it was hosted by Kevin Smith, and apparently some stuff got cut out. On Kevin Smith's podcast, Fat Man on Batman, he talked about the scene that was cut from the special, and that was of him talking to Jeff Johns about a multiverse. I'm only going to mention the quotey quote parts, and you can read the rest for yourself. Kevin Smith said this: "Hey man, DC is known for nothing if not a multiverse. Could they fucking cross over?" Jeff Johns replied, so doors are being left open and stuff like that. Usually after information like that, I'd be like, oh shit. But a lot of you guys know I don't want a freaking connected universe. I hate it. But I'm willing to play devil's advocate, so let's talk about both sides. First off, how do we even know that guarantees the movieverse? I could be wrong about this, but I believe a Supergirl producer said that their Supergirl doesn't exist in the same universe as the Flash and Arrow. Right there is two different universes: Supergirl, Arrow, Flash. Totally two different universes. If that's a crossover, that's a multiverse situation. So that could have been what Kevin Smith was talking about. Granted, I'm pretty sure Kevin Smith was talking about the movies crossing over with the TV shows. Anyways, before I talk about how it could work, I want to talk about why I hate the idea. If you guys saw one of my latest videos about the whole rebirth situation, I don't like the idea of a bunch of connected things together because it could stump the creative process. Because you have all these checks and balances. You can't do this, I want to do this, but you're doing that, and I want to use that character, but you already killed them, blah, blah. Like, I don't like that. If you're going to put that TV, all that, comics, everything together, I don't like that because it's gonna hurt the stories more than it's gonna benefit them. Aside from that, let's throw comics out. Let's just say they want to do the movie verse and the TV verse. Okay, let's talk about that. Now I'm gonna say this, and it's only my opinion, but I don't think the TV actors can hang with the movie actors. Some of you out there might think that acting is just acting, but hell no, it's not. There are so many levels of acting. You could be on a TV show your whole life and never be on the big screen. Some people are made for movies, some people are made for TV shows, some people are made to be live on stage. Now you could make the argument that some of these actors on the TV show have already been on the big screen, so meh. I would answer that with, you are correct, but then I would also ask, why are they still not on the big screen? Because some people just aren't cut out for it. Adam went from freaking being Superman, a top 3 superhero in the world, to the smallest superhero ever. You see where I'm getting at? And I gotta ask you, do you really want to see Laurel Lance, Black Canary, from Arrow? Do you want to see her on the big screen? Because I think she is terrible. I don't know. No, I don't want to see her on the big screen ever. That's kind of harsh. Not as the Black Canary, though. More than half of these actors are not cut out for the big screen. I do think Grant Gustin could have made an awesome Flash. I honestly will say I think he would have made a great one on the big screen. But Stephen Amell as the Arrow? I don't know. Let's see what happens in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Let's see if he's just Oliver Queen in a Casey Jones costume. That's one of the biggest reasons why I don't want this shared universe, because I don't think a lot of those actors would be great in the movies, and that would just diminish the movies. It would make those movies suck. I know I'm not the only one in the world that cares about acting in superhero movies. I remember when I saw The Dark Knight in theaters, I was like, this movie's amazing, except for that one dude in the helicopter scene where he's all like, oh man, this is not good. That dude was terrible, and a lot of people on the internet thought so too. My next big question, if we're gonna do this whole multiverse thing, which Earth is Earth 1? I guarantee you that the freaking movies are not gonna take anything else but Earth 1. So if we do this multiverse, you're gonna tell me that for the last 3 or 4 years we've been watching a different Earth that isn't Earth 1? So the shit on the Flash right now is actually Earth 2 and some other Earth? It's a legitimate question. Do you really think the movies are gonna be on a different Earth? I don't think so. Now, if I'm crushing your dreams right now, let me give you a little ray of hope. The easiest way around this is having a little joke of like, oh, well, on our Earth, we think we're Earth 1 and you're Earth 2. Bada bing, bada boom, that's how you solve it. With that little ray of sunshine, let's talk about how this could work. And yes, it could fucking work. But it would be confusing as fuck. If you've ever tried to read the DC multiverse, it is confusing. It makes sense, but it is super confusing. From my understanding of the current multiverse, there's like 52 Earths, and each Earth is like different in a certain way. There's a video out there that explains the multiverse. I'll link that in the description down below. If I remember correctly, there's like a cartoon world out there. There's a freaking world out there where I think like all the white superheroes are black. There's even a world out there where it's like real life right now of people that read about the superheroes. It's weird. And a bunch of other shit that I heard about in the multiverse. It is crazy massive, guys. So obviously if the comic comic books can create this crazy massive world, they could easily go in there and be like, oh, let's fine tune this, let's fine tune that, this connects to that, this connects to that, shwaka shwaka shwika shwee, and boom, DC Universe of TV connected to DC Universe of movies. All of this, of course, would center around the Flash because that motherfucker opens up time portals like whenever he wants and shit. No, but really, there's a shitload of awesome stories out there, but you know, a lot of the cool stories do involve Flash. Something going on with the Flash and him doing a lot of shit. Like I said, I don't have that much Flash knowledge. I'm working on it. But to show some love to my friend Jay, who talked about me in his video regarding the same topic, he mentioned Flashpoint and Flashpoint Paradox. I think that's what they're called. He was talking about how they had some really cool storylines where freaking Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne became Batman and Joker. Now, I have seen that and I think I read it, but it's not very fresh in my brain. But anyways, I believe in the storyline, Bruce died, so his father becomes Batman, and his mother goes crazy and she becomes a Joker, so they're freaking boom, 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 used to bang, now want to kill each other, bang, bang. He was saying how awesome that would be to see in a movie or TV show because they already have two actors playing Martha and Thomas Wayne that are really good actors. Martha Wayne being played by Maggie Lauren Cohen, I think her name is, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing Thomas Wayne, who's going to be Negan in the new fucking Walking Dead season. He was also the comedian in Watchmen, so he's got his comic books down on lock, bitch. They're actually both in Walking Dead. Fuck, they both got their comic knowledge down. Stories like that would be pretty awesome. I would be down with ideas like that, but at what point do you say enough is enough? Like, how far will we allow the bubble to go? Because it's easy for us DC fanboys to be like, oh man, DC's got their shit on lock, man. They don't even care. Like, their stuff can be rated R, but it's gonna be so brutal that it's gonna kind of be PG-13, but it's still gonna be really awesome. I mean, look at Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. They look amazing. Granted, they both do look really fucking amazing, but guys, we're banking everything on next year. If Wonder Woman somehow sucks, it looks like it's gonna be good. I even said it looks like it's gonna be like a movie, and what I meant by that is it could win an Oscar. That's how good it looks, filming wise. But if the script and storyline for Wonder Woman sucks, we're just like every Marvel fanboy. We got a couple really good movies and then a bunch of alright sucky movies. You gotta remember, DC is just starting their cinematic movie universe, and although it has a bunch of hope, because it doesn't have like the Disney cookie cutter franchise around it, and it, you know, they're gonna do whatever they want, and DC's pretty much darker than Marvel in most aspects, it still doesn't mean that they're gonna be awesomely great successful at the movie thing. And this is coming from a DC Homer fanboy. That's another reason why I'm against the whole multiverse, because it could get to be too much. Like, I want to see so many different storylines and so many Elseworld freaking ideas, because holy shit, some of the Elseworld ideas in DC Comics are dope. No fucking joke, this is not a comic, but if it was a comic, I would buy the shit out of it. Batman, Mad Max. Somebody made a freaking poster out there that I bought the shit out of. Oh, I only bought one, but I bought the biggest one available. It looks fucking awesome. Mad Max, Batman, make it happen. I would rather see Elseworld movies that are never ever probably, maybe, I don't know, get made, instead of like Earth 17 characters getting their own movies and shit, you know? Like, I don't care about that. Anyways, we could talk about this shit for days, but like I've said, personally, I don't want a multiverse involving the TV and movie universe. Do I want a multiverse? Hell yeah, I'll take that, but keep it in the movies, keep it in the show. Separate that shit. But for those of you out there that want that to happen, yes, it could work. It would just take some really solid writing behind it, and bada bing, bada boom, you got your multiverse of freaking, you know, things. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? What stories do you want to see in the movies or TV shows? Let me know. As always, give this video a thumbs up and share it with all your buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. But as always, guys, I'm your host, Juicebox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. Have I had my daily dose of juice? See you guys next time.